A man who was wounded 3 times in World War II, fought battles in Normandy, France while hobbling around on a crutch, and refused to leave his men until he lost an eyeball after taking shrapnel from an exploding mortar round, then went on to serve in the CIA during the Vietnam War. This is the story of Benjamin Vandervoort. But real quick, before we get into the video, if you would go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Benjamin Vandervoort was born on March 3, 1917 in Gasport, New York. He went on to attend Washington College in Chestertown, Maryland, where he wasn't just a student, but a true athlete and all-around leader. He graduated in 1938, but at that point, he was already serving his country. Vandervoort had enlisted in the U.S. Army as a private the year before, in July of 1937. Not long after, in March of 1938, he earned his commission as a second lieutenant. And by the summer of 1940, he joined one of the most daring new units in the Army, the paratroopers. Promotions followed quickly. First lieutenant in 1941, then captain in 1942. He became the original company commander of Fox Company, 2nd Battalion 505th Parachute Infantry Regiment, part of the 82nd Airborne Division. During this time, his leadership did not go unnoticed. Colonel James Gavin promoted him to major and made him the regiment's operations officer, the S3. Then in October of 1943, Gavin promoted him once again, this time to command the entire 2nd Battalion of the 505th. And just before D-Day, Vandervoort was promoted once again to Lieutenant Colonel. On June 6, 1944, a date I'm sure you're familiar with, Vandervoort parachuted into Normandy, France. However, the landing did not go smoothly. I landed on about a 45-degree slope, hit hard and felt my ankle snap and knew at once it was broken. I got out of my chute in the shadows. I was alone and crawled over to one corner of the hedgerows surrounding the field. The ankle hurt and I shot myself in the leg with a morphine syringe carried in our paratrooper's first aid kit. He fashioned a makeshift cast out of an M7 gas mask bag and some tape, grabbed a crutch, and kept leading his battalion through the entire Normandy campaign. During the fighting near Saint-Sever, Vandervoort's battalion attacked retreating German forces. He personally called in and directed naval gunfire that absolutely devastated the enemy. Watching the destruction, General Gavin reportedly said, "Jeepers Vandy, don't kill them all." For his actions in Normandy, Vandervoort earned the Distinguished Service Cross, the Purple Heart, and France's the Croix de Guerre avec Palme. It's a French medal, sorry, I can't speak French. And his battalion received the Presidential Unit Citation. Next came Operation Market Garden, where Vandervoort led his men through brutal fighting in and around Nijmegen, capturing and holding every objective assigned to them, even as a larger operation ultimately failed. Then came the Battle of the Bulge. Vandervoort's battalion dug in near Troyes-Ponce, Belgium. Once again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Facing off against Kampfgruppe Piper, one of the most feared German units. On December 21st, 1944, he was hit in the shoulder by a round from an MP40, but stayed in the fight. Just a few weeks later, on January 7th, 1945, he was hit again. This time by shrapnel from an 80mm mortar. The blast blinded him in one eye. He had surgery and his left eye was removed. And when that was over, they sent him back to the United States. His combat days at this point were over, but his legacy was sealed. After World War II, Benjamin Vandervoort continued to serve his country in other ways, including work with the US government and even working for the CIA during the Vietnam War. Vandervoort was even famously portrayed by John Wayne in the film The Longest Stay in 1962. Which was not a very accurate portrayal, but that's a whole other video. In his later years, he lived a quiet, reclusive life in South Carolina. Benjamin Vandervoort passed away in November of 1990, remembered as one of the finest leaders in the 82nd Airborne Division, and a man who refused to quit, even when the odds and his own injuries were stacked against him. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it in the future here on this channel, then let me know down in the comments. Massive thanks to all of my YouTube channel members for your monthly support. It helps out a lot.